Look at the little olive. Hello, fellow Tauruses. Welcome to your reading. I am Sailor Solitaire, and this is your September 2017 tarot reading. This is a general reading, of course, so if the messages here don't exactly resonate with you or help you at all, please check out your other signs, your sun, moon, rising, as sometimes you'll resonate more with those messages. If you do want a private personal reading with me, then send me an email, solitairethesailor@gmail.com. I'd be happy to provide some insight and guidance for you. Alright, I do feel like some of you Tauruses are finally kind of seeing or finding a bit of hope for the future, and it's like you guys can finally see, you know, yourself having a good life. You guys are like, you know, the pieces of the puzzle are not exactly like, you know, all laid out, all coming together, but they're definitely there. They're definitely within sight. So before it may have been like, okay, I don't even know how, you know, I'm gonna have the life that I want. I'm going to be okay. I'm gonna, you know, make it on my own 2 feet. There's no way that I can do this. But now it's like, you, for whatever reason, have this, you know, renewed, this new sense of like faith almost, but also like something, maybe some change in your circumstances have happened where you have a little bit more reassurance financially or in terms of material things or your home even, and it's like you guys are, it's like, okay, you guys kind of can stop stressing so much about that. Alright, so let's see what tarot has to offer. Alright, Tauruses. The first card for you Tauruses, which is giving the overall energies at play for you this month of September, we have the Sun in the reverse position. Okay, so when this Sun card comes up, this is a major arcana card, major energy, so there's a lot going on in the cosmos, I guess, a lot of fire energy, and this card can represent Leo. So this could be any Leo influence that you have in your own birth chart, so the Leo side of you coming out, that playful side, that youthful, that creative and confident side. This is what could be coming out, coming, you know, to the surface, coming to the spotlight this month. And for some of you Tauruses, you're like, I don't have any Leo in my birth chart at all. So this could be just that energy, because we do have some of the planets in Leo. And so, you know, that fire, that creativity could be, you know, you could be feeling that, you could be embodying that energy now. And when this card comes reverse, when the Sun card comes reverse, it's almost like not being able to really tap into that energy, to harness that, or to be okay with it. So it's like you guys may not be able to have a creative outlet for what's going, for, you know, your desires, for what you feel like doing. Maybe you guys are a bit stressed in terms of your day-to-day, everyday life. It's like you guys are feeling like there's not too much freedom in that sense. You can't necessarily do everything that you want to do every day, and it's like you just want more time to yourself, more time for your hobbies, for your activities, more time with your family possibly, or with your loved ones. And I feel like you may be potentially working a lot harder. We did have, or I did mention earlier, the fact that some of you Tauruses may have more reassurance of your future. And so I feel like maybe some of you are getting more responsibility at work, you know, possibly with a higher pay, higher wage, or you have just gotten a new job that pays more but has more hours, more responsibilities, and so you're finding that your everyday life has to change a little bit, and there may not be as much time for yourself and what you want to do, not too much time for recreation and playtime. Olive. No, Olive. Give me that. Olive's not choking, but he was trying to eat an elastic. Okay. Olive. Come here. Come here. Come here. Say hi to the camera. Isn't he precious? Okay, sorry. So, yes, some of you may be kind of wishing that you had more time for yourself. But again, I feel like there is that trade-off, and I feel like working hard and sacrificing some things now will definitely pay off in the future, and you will be rewarded for the work that you are doing now. Okay, so the next card is something that you Tauruses should take note of, something that you may be missing that you should be aware of. And so we have 8 of Swords in their first position. Okay, so definitely there's that feeling of being trapped, or of feeling like you guys don't have, the means or the time to do things for yourself and to do things that you like doing. So with this 8 of Swords in reverse, this is more to do with your thoughts. And so I do feel like you guys are overthinking some things. You guys are really focusing on, what your current situation is taking away from you. And I feel like it would probably help you guys to focus, or to try to think about things that you're being blessed with, that you're gaining instead of what you're losing. This 8 of Swords is also about being kind of trapped, like feeling trapped in your own mind, in your own thoughts. So I definitely feel like, you guys may be kind of caught up in a busier kind of lifestyle, and I feel like some of you need to clear your mind, clear your head, so that you can kind of, it's like you guys are feeling overwhelmed, feeling kind of, you're like drowning in everyday life and your responsibilities, and it's hard for you to kind of find something to hold on to stay afloat. And I feel like just making a bit of changes in your outlook and the way that you view your current situation will help you a lot. Because with this 8 of Swords, this is definitely, to me, like, this is a feeling of being out of your depth, but it's almost like, that person who gets into water and they're flailing their arms and they feel like they're drowning, but if they just took 1 second to just to stop, they would realize that they can actually stand, so you're not out of your depth. That's just not to say that it's all in your head, but definitely I feel like you should use your head and use your brain power to kind of change the outlook and change your attitude towards the situation. And I do feel like you'll be able to feel more at peace and feel more content with your everyday life. You won't feel so overwhelmed with, the chores and with the responsibilities that you have. So definitely I feel like most of you Tauruses are like, you're breaking through, and it's like I definitely strongly feel like a lot of you Tauruses are making there's a change of some sort in your financial or your career or your job or in the home life, so maybe some of you are having more responsibilities because of maybe some of you, for some reason, I'm getting like a childbirth or some sort of taking in possibly like a pet or something. There's an addition to the family or something, and it's like you feel like you're not ready, you're not equipped to handle the situation. But again, it's definitely all about outlook, and you're more than capable of handling whatever it is. If it's a new job, you're more than capable. You have everything that you need at your disposal. You have the resources, you have the know-how, you have the brain power, and you can get that accomplished. Olive. No Olive. Okay, so the next card is general advice for you Tauruses. And we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so Tauruses, this is your card. This is your energy. So definitely when I turned that over, it was like this was knocking it out. It's kind of like this. I feel like you, as general advice, and as Tauruses, you guys are, advised, and you guys would benefit from kind of facing your demons, just taking charge, and to, quit playing these mind games, quit, psyching yourself up and overthinking things, and just thinking about all hypotheticals, and bringing yourself down and not giving yourself enough credit and selling yourself short. This King of Pentacles is, very royal energy, confident energy, and this is like, I am a master at what I do. I'm skilled, I am talented, I am capable. And so, if you need to remind yourself of that, then go ahead. We all forget sometimes, but I do feel like you guys definitely are more than capable of handling whatever it is that will be thrown your way, or whatever you're going through. Tauruses, trust me, you guys can handle it. I know I'm a Taurus too, and we can be stubborn. We can, kick our heels in and not want to move and not listen to other people. But I definitely feel like one thing that we shouldn't give up our stubbornness with is our capability, our talent. Okay, so don't let any circumstances sway your judgment, or kind of make you second guess yourself or doubt your abilities, because you are more than capable, and changing your outlook can have such an effect, such an impact on how you perform, on how you live every day. And I feel like you just need to be reminded of your strength, and I feel like you just need to rise to the occasion as well. I do feel like there's something, maybe more responsibility, more hard work coming your way, but I feel like you Tauruses, again, will greatly benefit financially or otherwise from accepting that responsibility and handling it, and I feel like you're going to break through and sort of have a more sustained sort of confidence in yourself. So I feel like, yes, it's going to be a struggle at first to kind of remind yourself that what is in front of you is probably something that you can handle deep down, but you're just kind of scared, or maybe there's a lot more pressure, a lot more eyes on you, watching you, and so you can kind of freeze up. But just be reminded, just forget about all that and kind of zero in, like just focus. And I do feel like you'll then forget about all your insecurities, and you'll realize that this is light work, you got this, and no problem. So the outcome card for you Tauruses is the Unknown card. Okay, so this card is not in many other tarot decks that I've seen, at least. This is specific to the Crystal Visions tarot deck. And this Unknown card, as an outcome card, is like, things are still up in the air, what will be, but right now it's like there's a reason why you don't know 100% what the outcome is. It's not that it is on some level a reminder that that the future is flexible. It's under your own control. Nothing is set in stone, and you have the power to make changes to your life and to manifest your desires and to create the life that you wish for yourself, that you want, that you think about. So be careful of your thoughts, and be careful that you are, not being you're not being ungrateful for what you have, because focusing on that negativity will, eventually build up to a negative life. So just try to remember your strengths, which will, overcome the insecurities that you have, and will hopefully create a more positive outlook, a more optimistic mind state, so that your life will reflect that. Okay, and then on some level, this unknown card is like saying that you don't have all the answers right now, and that's okay. It's almost like you're kind of being called to step up to the plate and see how you react when you don't have all the pieces of the puzzle. So it's like, are you going to fold under pressure, or are you going to have faith, stand with confidence, and trust that you are capable, and trust that the world will provide for you? Okay, not everything is clear, and things are still uncertain. Things are still being figured out. Your plan, your plan for the future may be very vague and still very open, but that's okay. How you deal with your everyday life and how you gracefully and gratefully handle what life throws at you will determine your character, and will eventually determine what kind of life you're going to have. So my advice is to get comfortable with with whatever life throws at you, with being, with the changes that are happening. Again, if there's more responsibility, and the trade-off is not too much time with your family, and it's almost like, you're not seeing if this is going to be worth it or not. Try to remind yourself of what you can do every day that will, kind of alleviate that uncertainty, or that stress, that pressure. And you don't have to. I feel like this is a lesson, and there's a lot of lessons being learned this month, so that you don't have to repeat these lessons. So I do feel like, it's a lesson of working with what you've got, and with being okay with not being able to control and micromanage every little thing in your life, and to be open to the different possibilities and to the different ways that your desires and your goals can be achieved and accomplished. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, yes, have a plan for the future, but keep it open, so that when it does come to fruition, and when it does enter your life, when the opportunity comes, you will recognize it, and you won't just shut it out, or or turn it away because it's not exactly what you had in mind. So everybody, thank you very much for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, so that you can stay updated with my readings, and like this video if you found this helpful or valuable, and I'll see you guys next time.